The Battle of Uhud was a key moment in Islamic history, taking place on March 23, 625 CE. It was the second major battle between the Muslims, led by Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, and the Quraysh from Mecca. This battle happened 1 year after the Muslims won a big victory at the Battle of Badr. However, unlike Badr, the Battle of Uhud didn't go as well for the Muslims and ended in a tough lesson. After losing badly at Badr, the Quraysh wanted revenge. Their leaders were upset because they lost many fighters and their reputation was damaged. To restore their pride and crush the growing Muslim community in Medina, the Quraysh gathered a large army of around 3,000 soldiers, including cavalry and fighters in armor. In Medina, Prophet Muhammad PBUH heard about the approaching Quraysh army and discussed with his followers what to do. Some Muslims wanted to stay in Medina and fight from the city, while others, especially younger Muslims, wanted to go out and meet the enemy in open battle. Prophet Muhammad PBUH agreed to meet the Quraysh at Mount Uhud, just outside Medina. The Muslims gathered 1,000 fighters. But on the way to the battle, a man named Abdullah ibn Ubay and his group of 300 hypocrites left the Muslim army, weakening their numbers to around 700 soldiers. Still, Prophet Muhammad PBUH made a smart plan and positioned his troops with their backs to Mount Uhud so they couldn't be attacked from behind. He also placed 50 archers on a nearby hill to guard the rear and told them not to leave their positions no matter what. At the start of the battle, the Muslims did well and pushed the Quraysh back. It seemed like they were going to win. The Quraysh began to retreat, and the Muslims were filled with hope and confidence. However, when the Muslims saw the Quraysh leaving behind their belongings and weapons, many of the archers guarding the hill decided to leave their posts to collect the spoils of war. This was against the direct orders of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, who had told them to stay in position. Their decision to leave the hill exposed the Muslim army to a surprise attack. Khalid ibn al-Walid, a leader of the Quraysh cavalry, who later became a Muslim, saw the archers leave and quickly attacked the Muslims from behind. This sudden attack caused panic and confusion in the Muslim ranks. In the chaos that followed, many Muslims were killed. Prophet Muhammad PBUH himself was injured. There were even rumors that he had been killed, which further demoralized the Muslim army. However, some of the Prophet's companions, like Ali ibn Abi Talib, bravely defended him and helped protect him from further harm. After a period of fighting, both sides retreated. The Quraysh declared victory, but they didn't completely destroy the Muslim army or march into Medina. While the Muslims suffered heavy losses, the Quraysh also lost important fighters and decided to return to Mecca. The Muslims lost around 70 fighters during the Battle of Uhud, including the Prophet's beloved uncle, Hamza. His death was especially painful, as his body was mutilated by Hind bint Utbah, the wife of the Quraysh leader, in revenge for her losses at the Battle of Badr. Despite the losses, the battle taught the Muslims important lessons. It showed the importance of following orders and staying disciplined. The Quran later explained that the setback at Uhud was a test of faith and unity for the Muslim community. Though the Battle of Uhud was difficult, it didn't weaken the resolve of the Muslim community. They became more united and prepared for future challenges. Within a few years, they would face the Quraysh again, and eventually, the Muslims would emerge victorious. The Battle of Uhud was a pivotal moment in the early Islamic period. Though it was not a complete defeat for the Muslims, it was a sobering reminder of the consequences of disobedience and a lapse in discipline. The Quran references the battle and emphasizes the importance of obeying leadership and remaining steadfast in faith. Indeed, Allah fulfilled His promise to you when you were killing the enemy by His permission until the time when you lost courage and fell to disputing about the order given by the Prophet, and disobeyed after he had shown you that which you love. Among you are some who desire this world, and among you are some who desire the hereafter. Then He turned you back from them, defeated, that He might test you. This verse served as a reminder that the setback was a test of faith and obedience. The battle taught the Muslim community valuable lessons in unity, discipline, and trust in divine wisdom. The Battle of Uhud was a challenging moment for the early Muslims. It reminded them of the importance of obedience, discipline, and trust in Allah. Even though it wasn't a complete defeat, it was a difficult experience that helped shape the future of the Islamic community.